Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. I've been having a little technical issue with my Netflix, but thanks so much for joining us here at the Nerd Pub. We have the Geeks Attic joining us today, and hope you guys all brought drinks because I got mine. And all right, all right. We already got some people in the comments. We have Matt Wilkins. Hey, Matt. We have the meats. All right. he also likes turtles and the Batman Nightlife. And hey, Jeffrey Watson, thanks for joining us. Hey, Rob D, thanks for joining us as well. I'll watch. Oh, he'll probably watch Sub-Zero tonight too. That's a pretty good one.
Sub-Zero. What is that?
It's kind of a sequel to the movie. It's about Mr. Freeze.
Huh?
Yeah,
it's like a Mortal Kombat spin-off or something.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone, if you'd like to join us, we're going to be on Netflix. We're watching Batman Mask of the Phantasm. It's a great movie. You haven't seen it, Matthew?
I have not.
Oh man, this movie is like one of the. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Matt Wilkins, I think he might know, but this is one of the first animated Batman films to ever hit theaters.
Oh, it went to theaters?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was. I actually just let me see. Before we start, I actually just bought the novelization to it the other day. Yeah, it's
sweet.
It's got some animation in it, and I don't want to show it because there's probably spoilers in it if I did. But it's got like 135 somewhat pages, and yes, Matt Wilkins' third movie was called Return of the Batwoman. I actually own that one. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So did you ever watch the show, like the original Batman show?
Yeah, I did a subscription to the DC Universe app and the streaming app. Like there was this one day I was just like I was watching my daughter on my day off, and I just like binged watched like 2 seasons of it. And when Kelsey got home, I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it no more.
That's funny.
But yeah, if you guys are ready, we'll go ahead and get started. Are you able to hear it, Matthew, on your end?
I haven't heard anything. Are we hitting start?
Not yet. I was going to say...
I didn't hear anything earlier when you did a little test run.
Well, oh no, I meant like, are you able to hear it like through headphones on your end?
Yes, I usually I turn it down a little bit and do subtitles as well.
Because... Oh, Rob D. Yeah, he just actually answered it. He said the movie did hit theaters, but it flopped because they didn't market it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was pretty young when that happened, but I just remember watching it and loving it. It's pretty dark for Batman movies, as far as Batman movies go, but animated ones, anyways, like from the 90s. But I was gonna say, if there's anything that I know that you'll love from this, it's the score.
Okay.
It's by a composer named Shirley Walker. She, I believe, I think I remember reading. I think Danny Elfman composed the '89 Batman film, but I think Shirley Walker did the conducting of the orchestra for that film. So
sweet.
Yeah. So all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
You're gonna do a 3, 2, 1, go. Hit the button on go.
Yep. So if everyone's ready, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, go. And we got the Warner Brothers logo with Bugs Bunny. You have to work. Did you see Matt Wilkins' comment? You have to wear it. I love the design of the city.
Yeah, it's almost kind of a 3D look to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got like a very vintage.
I'm definitely digging the music. Do you know if this score is available on like iTunes?
That I'm not sure. I don't. I think so. I mean, I can't check on my phone. I have an Android, so.
Oh, what am I doing here? Batman created by Bob Kane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andrea Romano. She actually did a lot of voice casting for most of the DC EU, or DC animated universe, like for Justice League and for some of the Batman films too.
So did this come out before, after, or during the show, the Batman animated show?
It came out during.
During.
Like this takes place during the first few seasons, and then the sequel Sub-Zero was like around the same time, like just a little bit later, and then they had like Return of the or Mystery of the Batwoman that came out through like some of the later seasons.
Okay. It's funny that it's like the director credit was very, very quick. It kind of like just like showed it real fast and then got out of there. Oh, I see Batman Shadow.
Yep.
Counting some money. Okay. What in the world is that painting behind the guy?
I don't know. Oh, boom.
Oh, okay.
You see, for the longest time, I couldn't tell if Batman's costume was like blue and gray, and the black was just like the shadows, or if it was just a black cape with blue, like a blue inner layer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I miss these old animated type shows.
I do too. You can still buy these animated seasons like off digital, or I know I can find them at Vintage.
I'm sure in a couple more years when Disney buys DC, it'll be on Disney Plus.
Wait, don't speak to such things.
I know. Just kidding.
They're already bringing the X-Men movies. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
here you go.
Chucky Saul.
Yeah, how very mobster.
Hey, Chucky Saul. Huh?
That's not Batman.
Oh. Boy broke his gun in half.
Yeah, with his claw.
That's oh, okay. Oh, you Chucky boy.
The voice actor for the Phantasm is Stacy Keach. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think of films he was in that you might know. He played Mike Hammer, Private Eye, at one point.
Mike Hammer?
Yeah, he's a Mickey Spillane. Kind of like how Arthur Conan Doyle had Sherlock Holmes, and I think Agatha Christie had Poirot. Mickey Spillane he's kind of like that equivalent as far as detective stories.
You lousy stinking. I got you, you lousy stinking.
Boom.
Snap. Oh. Now, this guy that does the Batman, didn't he do the Batman voice for the video games?
Yeah, Kevin Conroy.
I think he's available on that Cameo if you wanted to get like a personalized message from the guy.
I actually walked right by him at Comic-Con.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's a really nice guy. I didn't get to meet him, but I should have. I was just like Lou Ferrigno was there. I'm like, oh man, it's the Incredible Hulk. I mean, and I was like, I might have another chance meeting Kevin Conroy because but then all this crap happened. So
yeah, I know.
Send a message real quick.
Yeah, I just tweeted it. So who, in your opinion, has the best vision of Gotham City?
The best vision of Gotham City?
Mm-hmm.
I think Tim Burton from the first Batman film.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a long time since I've watched all these old movies. I definitely need to revisit Batman Returns because I don't really remember much about that one.
It's good. I mean, it's not as good as the first one, but it's more toned down, I think.
Yeah. Is that the one that has Lando Calrissian in it?
The
Billy
first
Dee.
one, yeah, the first one has Billy D.
It
Williams.
does?
Yeah,
Oh,
he played
Harvey,
Harvey
Harvey
Dent.
Dent. Yeah. Did Joaquin Phoenix show up in one of them?
Joaquin Phoenix.
No, no. That's a stupid question. Christopher Walken.
Oh, he was in the second one.
Okay.
Max Shrek.
Okay.
He played Max Shrek is also the guy that played Nosferatu
Mm.
from the 1920s rendition of Dracula.
Oh wow. It's funny looking at the art pieces in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, small time. The characters in Batman, yeah, they were all jacked. Like my cousin and I did a podcast once, and she was talking about how most of the male characters in the DC animated universe kind of had that triangular shape, like with their big brooding muscles and everything, but like they're kind of curved a little bit that way.
See what Rob D's comment. The cars look like they're from the 40s. Yeah, I was going to say that too. About how the art style with the cars, the vehicles look pretty neat. It reminds me of that old like 50s, I guess, art style. The way that like the headlights hit the ground. I don't know. There's something that was like, oh, that looks old.
Yeah, I saw a documentary about why they chose to have the city and the architecture and the cars and everything all all vintage looking.
Would that be considered Art Deco? I'm not like one of those like art snobs. It's like, oh, yes, it's from the.
I'm either going to say Art Deco or retro.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a artsy.
Yeah, neither. It's like I think we had a conversation about art in the Marco Polo conversation of cavemen drawing pictures on the wall. How some people dig so deep into it about the emotions of the caveman, and it's like, no, man, they're just painting what they want to eat. Just
Oh yeah. Yep. Here we go.
Flashback.
Yep. Now the voice actress for this girl, her name's Dana Delaney. She actually played Lois Lane in a few of the Superman cartoons that were canon to this movie, actually. Small time. That's interesting that you mentioned that. He said that sometimes he wondered if the guy that played Nosferatu actually was a vampire because he was genuinely scary. They actually made a movie that starred Willem Dafoe called Shadow of the Vampire, I think. It's about the filming of Nosferatu, and Willem Dafoe played Max Shrek, who actually was a vampire.
That's weird. Actually, you know what's really funny is we're talking about Nosferatu. I actually mentioned that in my stream before you were around.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm not even joking. I was talking about a book and a picture in a book. This guy.
Oh, yeah, that's
like
the Inquisitor. Yeah,
they made him look like Nosferatu.
Small Time says, "Holy crap!"
It's like, yeah, mind games.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can probably find that movie online, but I watched it. It was.
There's that creepy scene that you always see of him like coming out of a
little dark, and he's just like,
yeah, creeping up slow. Look like you want to jump off a cliff. Because I do. Had that silhouette of the city, and here comes a stormy storm.
Oh, Spider-Man.
What? No, it's like, wait, that looks like a Ninja Turtle type view there. You might be a couple seconds ahead of me.
Oh, I think I am, because when I tried pausing it, it was like at 0.2.
I'm just now seeing a cop tied up. Like
Oh,
shadow
yeah.
preaching it behind him.
Yeah,
Coming through.
Bruce Wayne's putting on that little ski mask.
Oh, I just hit that part. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Bruce, here goes. Oh, you're good. You spoiled it.
I'm going to just pause.
Whoop.
There we go. We should be caught up now.
On your stomach, arms. Who's the clown? He said.
Yeah, I just paused it for like a second or two.
Okay.
Ninja.
Fing. Yeah. Wow. Oh. I do enjoy the music a lot.
It's great music. Again, she's composed, I think, some of the DCAU stuff. She's a great composer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang, shooting at him with a shotgun?
Yeah, I'm surprised he dodged that. Like, at that range, like, with all the shells in it and everything like that, he should have been.
That truck looked so tiny in that animation. That was kind of bad. But it's animation. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in the real Ghostbusters and the Ninja Turtles cartoons. Some of the stuff is so inconsistent. You're like, how did they get this through? That's a cool shot.
That big guy that just spat out the coffee.
Yeah.
That's Harvey Bullock. He's go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, who's he?
He's in the show. He's a detective. He's a lieutenant. He's kind of like what James J. Jonah Jameson is, the Spider-Man, that person that just like doesn't like the superhero types.
Yeah. Always like kind of after him or something.
Or against them in some way, yeah. But he kind of acts like a jerk, but he's genuinely a good cop.
Mm.
So everybody in the comments, like, have you guys seen this film before? Like, don't spoil it, but like, just because Matthew's watching it. But just let me know, like, if you like, what's your favorite DC animated film?
Good catch, Batman. I can't help myself. Oh, little spiky ball.
Dude, I'd be like freaking out. Yeah, right.
He just like splatters against the wall and it's like, oh, there he's done. I have to look up Art Deco.
You're an airplane.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
You don't have Jeremy's train. You got my airplanes.
Yeah, no.
Tanker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've designed it like the Art Deco style.
Rob D. Yeah, that was Harvey Bullock and the guy that spat out the coffee. Yeah.
I typed in on Google Art Deco and it's like a sample piece.
Yeah, that's actually pretty close to what they were going with.
So, kind of like a Ghostbusters reference. When Egon walks in the room, he says, Art Deco. Nice.
Here comes a funny moment. Just watch. Not this part. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes.
Oh.
Hold on. Here it comes. Alfred.
Never mind.
I just like that look. He's just like, ugh, and then just like walks away.
So Rob D says, I've seen this once before. I've only seen the animated film. I only remember who the Phantasm is. I won't spoil it. It's Alfred, isn't it?
I don't know.
In the tool shed with the wrench.
Okay, I'm turning on subtitles right now. I might be a second or two behind you.
They just shut the doors in their car.
Okay, I'm not too far behind you, so that's all right. And I've seen this, so no worries.
Who's this big guy? Reminds me of that big mobster from Daredevil.
Oh, the Kingpin?
Yeah.
Yeah. They say the bat got that guy.
Chucky Soul.
Like,
Chucky.
Chucky.
You always were a loser? Dang.
I know, it's just like you called him a loser, then paid your respects with flowers.
Buzz Bronski.
Buzz Lightyear.
Creepy. Oh,
Oh, geez.
someone dig up a grave for him. That's a scary looking tool.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I thought it was like a pickaxe or something.
It's a cool line. Time to pay for your sins.
Holy crap! I forgot about that part. He just sliced it. Oh, I forgot about that part where he just kind of like stretches and that thing goes through him.
Leave the car and run. Oh, I guess you gotta shoot him.
Small time. I think it'll be fine. From what I mean, I haven't seen Robert Pattinson in a lot of things, but from some of my friends that have seen a lot of his films, he said that he's actually a really good actor. So, and I kind of think he'll do good. I'm intrigued by it. So yeah, I think Robert Pattinson. You always were a loser, Mr. Bronski.
I guess because he said Bronski called the other guy a loser. Oh, see, look. Dug up a grave.
Rodney, scenes like this are why I refuse to go to cemeteries at night. Oh, geez.
Ouch. You know he did.
So you didn't see a lot of this stuff happen in the actual show. I mean, like in the first parts of the show anyway, so that's kind of dark.
It's the stinking bat. It's another plane. I want to mute. It's a cool image of Batman.
Yeah, it's actually one of the iconic logos for the animated series.
Yeah.
They actually used Danny Elfman's theme, the ba-da-da-da-dun,
Really?
in the animated series in the intro. I'm surprised, like how Commissioner Gordon did not lose his job by aiding vigilantes.
Yeah.
I mean,
politics. I guess. I don't know. That guy looks like you want to punch him in the face.
nah, yeah.
Dude, that's a good logo. I like how they kept that logo. Take it from the 89 logo.
Mm-hmm.
It'd been cool if they made a Batman game like with this cartoony art style for kids.
They did.
They did. Okay. Well,
They made a Super Nintendo version of it. They have one on PS2. They have a couple on PS2 actually called Batman Vengeance and Batman Rise of Sinzu, which I have.
that's awesome.
And they're okay. I mean, they're based off this series, but
Oh,
da da da. I don't see how she was able to pick up on that. Like he was just
like
standing.
walking. Yeah, he's just walking around a graveyard.
I mean, she didn't know that he was like paying respects.
I wish it would rain like that right now. Here.
Yeah, ugh.
Oh yeah, you're not a fan of the rain.
I mean, I like rain only when I don't have to go out in it.
Yeah.
It's fun to just kind of sit back and play video games, watch TV, or read books.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for this version of Batman because his suit, I don't believe has body armor underneath it, unless I can't remember, but
really,
yeah. So he's kind of
exposed.
Yeah. So if he gets shot, he's kind of screwed.
That's a neat shot. How it shows eyes glowing.
Oh yeah, of his mask.
Yeah. Gotham World Fair.
This kind of reminds me of Epcot from Disney World.
Which wasn't that based off of the World's Fair?
I think so. I think.
Is there what year is this supposed to be? Do they ever talk about that, or is it?
I've seen other YouTube channels where they try to find out how old Batman is, and what year this was in. I think it's supposed to. This particular time is supposed to be early '80s. I think. And the show itself is supposed to take place in the present,
yeah.
When it goes back to where he's Batman, I think that's the present, the early '90s. Oh, here you go. This is kind of funny. He based his car off that design.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite scenes from the whole show is when Bane destroyed the Batmobile, and Batman took it to his trusted mechanic, and Robin was with him, and this guy was just like, "Geez, man, what happened?" And he's like, "Did you let the kid drive?" Robin's like, "Shut the heck up, man." Rob D says, "I think Gotham politicians want to keep the crime going, but at the same time they can't because then the citizens won't vote them back in." That's a good point.
Sounds a lot like some current things with some politicians out there.
Or with Bane from Dark Knight Rises, "I'm necessary evil."
Yeah.
Oh, there's that one guy that you want to punch in the face, looking all nerd.
I agree with Small Time. Michael Keaton's Batmobile will always be my favorite.
I agree. I heard you guys talking about Legos on your channel. I want that Lego.
Yeah.
$250. But that would be wouldn't that be awesome? Live stream just putting that together.
Yeah.
Probably take 8 hours, but or I'd just do it in snippets. But
yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people back then, when their daughters were saying, "Oh, I'm dating Bruce Wayne," "Oh, the billionaire. He has my consent."
Yeah.
Or my blessing.
Consent and blessing could be two different things.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just wait, no, blessing.
Oh. Good thing Jeremy wasn't here.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the mob.
I took a mob film class in college. It was fun. We just watched old mobster films. Oh, there's this guy.
Uh-oh. Who's this clown?
I'm surprised people don't move out of Gotham City. Like, this place is horrible.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's funny. I always get like comparing a lot of places like Seattle recently, because of what happened there. Really seemed like Gotham City to me.
Yeah, I think I remember them saying they confirmed where Gotham City was, like what state.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah. I looked it up. People in the comments, like if you've read the comments or the comics, sorry, if you guys know like what state they said it was in, let me know. I'm gonna try to look it up because I thought I heard that it was in New Jersey. I think. I'm not gonna swear to that.
So they just kind of wanted to keep it close to like New York type.
Yeah,
I always thought it reminded me of like a Chicago.
Oh,
nice punch in the face.
I said on Google, what state is Gotham City in Batman? And it immediately brought up New Jersey. So I guess that's, girl, I'm breaking up with Bruce Wayne. Dad, what do you mean you're breaking up with him?
You can't do that. You go apologize to the man.
He's like, you don't ever have to get a job with him.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Pick up the box.
I'd be like, hey, Bruce, can I be Robin? I mean, like, I'll be your butler. Well, that's a job. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I'll polish your car. Well, yeah, I'd do that.
I'll dress up as Robin.
I'll wear that green spandex and green and red spandex.
There's him designing his costume. I did actually. Oh, by the way, guys. Matthew said on his channel, I do have another review coming out. I'm doing a kind of a review comparison to The Dark Knight Returns, the comic versus the film.
That's cool.
I just got to re-record something, like a little typo I made, so I should have that out by this weekend.
Okay.
Maybe Monday, but.
Oh, that's cool. Nice little cinematic type view with a blur.
Mm-hmm. I think that's like the least thing I hate about the ring is just standing in it. I don't know why.
The least thing you hate about it?
Or the
most?
The thing I hate most, yeah. Sorry.
Oh. We're opposite on that, man.
I don't know why. Even my wife says, like, you don't like going out in the rain? I'm like, no.
I wish it rained more around here.
I think my wife said at one point, "It's like, are you afraid of water?" I'm like, I don't think so.
You're the guy from the Bruce Willis movie.
Oh, Die Hard?
Not Glass. Unbreakable.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Unbreakable?
Mm-mm.
M. Night Shyamalan. It was like one of his first or second. It's a comic book movie, like an original.
Hold on.
Bruce Willis.
When did it come out?
Oh man, I'm gonna guess 99 maybe. I gotta look it up now. $2000. I was close.
Oh, okay.
It's an American superhero thriller film. Written, produced, and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Starring Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson.
It sounds familiar.
It's a really good one.
There's that mobster from the flashback. The guy with the air tank.
Mm. He's got the COVID.
I was about to say, like, where's your face, Matt? Yeah, that guy's just like,
That's a cool car.
That face, he's like,
Can't be healthy in here.
Okay, Alfred says this funny line in it. It's kind of hilarious. I love the relationship between Batman and Alfred. Like, Alfred's just like, he's like the only one not afraid of Batman. And I did notice one other thing. Like, Alfred is like the only person in Batman's house that he will allow to own a gun. Oh, here we go.
That's why he's not afraid of him.
It's like, yeah, I diapered your butt.
It's a really cool Batmobile.
I'd be scared to drive it on that little platform.
Oh, yeah, you fall off a cliff.
You don't want to be texting and driving in that thing.
Small Time says he lives in the rainiest city in the U.S. I'm good on rain. Really? I want to know what that is.
Rob D says, I've had to stand out in the rain before. My hair was so wet I couldn't keep the water out of my eyes and had to take my glasses off. I just don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't like standing out in the rain.
Oh, Seattle, Washington. Oh, you're in. Oh, wait, that's Rob D saying this.
Oh, I like this line right here. Only a billionaire can get away with this. He just proposed by just saying, I suck at this thing here. What?
He said, yeah, you'll get the idea.
Yeah. As much as I like this show, like, you find out later in some of the comics, like, Bruce Wayne is like a complete jerk.
Really?
Yeah, like, they reveal what happened between him and Robin. Like, they had a falling out in the show. And it's really, really dark. And Batman's just, I mean, if you want to know, I can tell you, but.
Oh, that's fine with me. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with all this stuff.
Oh. Well, Robin and Batgirl were dating, but eventually Batman and Batgirl started dating behind his back. And I just found out in the comics recently that there's that guy with the cigarette.
Yeah.
But Batman got Batgirl pregnant.
So they had Bat Baby?
No, unfortunately, she miscarried the pregnancy, trying to stop a fight.
Bummer.
Yeah. Oh, this is sad.
I wonder if they did that because they wanted to prevent the Bat Baby jokes.
In the comics, though, Bruce Wayne did actually have a son with Ra's al Ghul's daughter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's so much about all these comics that I don't know about.
I've read comics for like most of my life, so I'm just like, oh, here we go. I like this scene right here. Just Yes, please.
I like how it's all black. That looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I love this
Shadow.
part right here. That's like the only time Alfred was ever afraid of him.
Oh, it's like the first time he suited up, isn't it?
Yeah. Batman is stealing pictures.
He's a thief. I need to get some WD-40 on my chair. Squeaky. A creepy looking area.
Oh, do you not recognize it?
Mm-mm.
It's the World's Fair.
Oh.
We're about to get a.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I recognize it.
We're about to get a fan favorite here, but I won't say who it is. Hey, Scarlet Rider's Geek Corner. Yeah, man. Thanks
Hello.
for joining us. Yeah, man. If you want to join, we're on Netflix. We're on 3707. If you'd like to join us, everybody go check out Scarlet Rider Geek Corner's channel. It's my friend Tanner.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah,
Buddy.
Mark Hamill's Joker,
Nice.
the best Joker in the world, in my opinion.
Why so formal?
Mi casa nostra es su casa. Robbie. Wait for it. Robbie, I just remember when I watched Batman the Killing Joke, I was like, WTF when, oh yeah, that whole scene with Batgirl. Was... There's this scene, like this moment coming. I love Mark Hamill's Joker. Like, I was so glad that the Arkham games,
Oh, yeah.
I think that's, here we go. Ruff, ruff. I can't be too careful with all those weirdos out there.
Wow. Ooh. He puts it in a pocket.
Yeah, he's like, oh, save that for later.
Ooh. Where did that come from?
I have no idea. I think maybe it's mechanics or something. I did see a documentary, or it was like R.I.P. Rusty. Small time. Cesar Romero could have at least shaved his mustache off when he was the Joker in the original TV show. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can clearly see it, like right there.
I remember seeing, like, when I was a kid watching that, I was like, why does he have a mustache that's just painted over that? It looks weird.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are joining us for the watch along. And
yeah. Uh-oh. That's like some little weird art thing that people would talk about in a class. Oh, did you see everything turn red?
Mm-hmm. That's
his anger.
That is the one person I would not want to get angry.
I did read the Batman the Killing Joke not too long ago.
Oh yeah?
First time. Yeah, there was like 3 years ago, I think. 2 or 3. I went over on my lunch break to Barnes & Noble, and I was like, I'm getting this, I'm reading it. It was like the reprint of the hardcover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bought that too at Hastings whenever we had it.
I enjoyed it.
Tim Burton said that I think that's the only comic book he ever loved.
Yeah.
The film's not that great. I mean, it has Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill in it.
Was it the one that came out a couple years ago that people were disappointed with?
Yeah, it actually had a theatrical release for like and I was so excited. And the first like 20 minutes, I'm just like, ugh. But then they get to the actual Killing Joke part, and then it's actually not that bad. Small Time says the animation style in this really fits Batman, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I was watching the when it came out in theaters, The Killing Joke had like a behind the scenes with Mark Hamill interview talking about like what it was like for him auditioning as the role as a Joker. He's like, "Oh man, they're not going to hire me. Like, they're not going to hire Luke Skywalker to play the Joker."
Right.
And then turns out he's the best Joker out there. I mean, oh, here we go.
Is she the Phantom? Well, I guess you don't want to tell. Don't tell me. It's her dad. That's my guess.
Wait for it.
Oh, I've seen that image somewhere.
I like that. Whoops.
Oh, dang.
I know, right? Joker's pretty dark. That's what makes him a good villain, is that, he has absolutely no remorse or
Yeah.
any emotion at all for what he does, except, he thinks it's a funny joke.
Heck yeah. Look at that ship or plane.
The Batwing, yeah.
Yep. Is the only time we ever see that in Bat 89 Batman? No, we see it in Nolan's Batman, don't we?
We see it in each Batman series. We see it in Batman Forever. We see it in the Nolan series. We see it in Batman v Superman.
Really? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about, clearly.
Let's see.
I saw Batman v Superman one time.
Oh, really?
I do have the expanded edition. I just haven't watched it yet.
The unrated version is better. I mean,
that might be what it is.
Like the unrated version is actually a lot better than the theatrical release. Oh, geez. They're like, knock, knock. Batman, you in there? Let's see. Rob D says they hyped Killing Joke up with the R rating and with Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Yeah, that was the only reason why I watched it, was because, like, hey, it has Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it. And that's what everybody was talking about. Oh, it's R rated. It's going to be awesome. It's like, what makes an R rating something awesome? I don't understand.
The comic book is more graphic than the film was. I think they gave it an R rating just because it talked about it, like the Joker said GD at one point. I've always wondered how his cape does that when he's swinging from a rope and it just like flaps out like that.
It's an interesting police truck.
The police officers, the SWAT team, they look like 30s football player uniforms.
Yeah, they do.
This is funny coming up. Wait for it. Listen.
Jared, he really reminds me of that cop from the 89 Batman.
Oh, Eckhart. Yeah, Lieutenant Eckhart. He was based off that.
Okay.
I like it. You jerk.
Man, they're flying tonight, man. Was his eyes closed?
What, the cop?
Yeah.
Like, or he was squinting or something?
What?
Misdirection. You better get out of there, man. Let's see. Oh, I got some comments. Rob D, how did those cops get police cars on the roof of a building? I didn't notice that before.
Uh-uh.
Let's see. Small time. His cape is made from a very large slap bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Metal wires in it.
Rob D, this reminds me of Batman Year One. Oh, yeah, when the police were after him. Yeah.
I have quite a few Batman trade paperbacks. I need to pull those out.
Batman comics are actually really good reads.
And this is completely random and completely off subject, so I'll just say it real quick and then we can move on. I've been thinking about doing like a deep dive into the Ninja Turtles and maybe even creating a new Ninja Turtle channel.
Do it.
And just talk about that. No Star Wars, no nothing but turtles.
I 100% approve of this. I just read one of the original Ninja Turtle comics recently.
That new comic that they're talking about, I guess Ronin is what it's called.
Yeah, The Last Ronin.
That just sounds so interesting to me.
I was wanting to read it. I heard it in a podcast I listened to. I want to read more of the Ninja Turtle comics. Like, they have really good stories, and I didn't care for. Don't see the new movies.
Oh, I saw the first one.
Oh, with Johnny Knoxville as Leonardo.
It wasn't good.
I just wanted to hear Johnny Knoxville just say, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is the Ninja Turtles."
Yeah, he just like go inside of his shell.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, blowing the smoke.
No, the original movies are the best. Except the third one. It wasn't that great, but
yeah.
I will let know if you make this channel, I will be your first subscriber.
Okay.
I want to. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to read. Small Time says the Yin Kori in Star Wars are kind of like turtles. Maybe we could shoehorn those in. Yeah. Scott Johnson, there's a Ninja Turtles Power Rangers crossover. Really?
There is, yeah. Actually, there is, yeah.
That's a show that I just could not get into when I was a kid.
Power Rangers. I got into it for a little bit, but I met one of the Power Rangers, but
oh yeah,
one of the Red Rangers. My friend Olin, he wants to be. He's an actor. He wants to play the Green Ranger so bad, and he actually met the Green Ranger, Jason David Frank, and he got a Twitter endorsement or from Jason David Frank, and he says like hashtag Olin for Green Ranger, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Dude, that is awesome.
Like, and I got the Red Ranger to say it on a video for him.
That's really cool.
So I think he's got like almost all the the Power Rangers, like their blessing on. It's like, hey, this guy needs to play the Green Ranger. They have a Batman versus Ninja Turtle crossover film that I bought.
Batman versus the Ninja Turtles?
Well, meets, I guess, the Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
They have a comic and a film that came out recently that I bought on Black Friday. I'll have to let you borrow it. It's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look.
Oh,
it happened again.
close your eyes.
Rob D, I have not seen all of the DC animated films. I want to. I think there's a couple of Suicide Squad ones I haven't seen, and a few Superman ones.
So that Harley Quinn, her origins are from this Batman animated show.
Yeah, actually, the very first there's an episode where the Joker, this guy who accidentally, got into some road rage with the Joker. He promised, like, hey, please don't kill me and I'll do whatever you want. And he's just like, oh, okay. So he let him off the hook, but he had to do like one favor, and that's when we see Harley Quinn in that episode for the first time. And it's just so weird because in that episode, like, you find out how obsessive the Joker is because, like, he called him in on a favor like 3 years later. Like, because he still had all of his information. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Rob D, I'd like to see all of them that I can. I've seen quite a bit of the Batman ones. This part freaked me out.
Oh, it is creepy.
That part actually did keep me up at night when I was a kid. I was just like, that guy was the Joker?
Yeah.
Oh, this part right here. I gotta stop saying that. I feel like I'm spoiling it for you. Sorry.
You're fine.
I like that.
That was a cool reveal.
I like that, yeah. That's also that hat he's wearing. That's kind of like the one from the '89 film. Scarlet Rider's Geek Corner. Have you seen the Batman TMNT movie? I have. Yeah, I own it. I bought it. Like, yeah, they have a Batman TMNT movie.
You kidding me?
No, that was the one I was just talking about. Like, I bought that on Black Friday.
Huh.
Yeah. If you want, I can let you borrow it, man. No worries. Like,
probably, yeah.
It's actually pretty good. It's pretty violent though for a cartoon.
Sorry, I keep getting caught up in like the show and then switching back and forth. I'm gonna have to. I'm probably gonna. No, it's good. I'm gonna need to watch this movie again, like, not live streaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just to get the full effect.
Yeah, that's like when I rewatched that Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. I got more out of it the second time.
I'm actually considering choosing this for like after we do in Raiders, doing like my next movie novelization. Because this would actually be a very easy read because it's like 130 pages. Like, we can get it done pretty quick. Let's see.
Look it up.
Scarlet Rider, Batman versus Shredder is amazing. Yes, that was a good scene, but I won't spoil it for Matthew. Rob D, when I was younger, I always thought that there was a second Harley Quinn because Joker has 2 girlfriends in Batman '89, and Harley has 2 granddaughters in Batman Beyond. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that. Well, ain't that a coinky dink?
The spawn of his loins.
That's a scary visual, like the Joker just like looking down on someone laughing. I've often wondered how he was able, like, that laughing gas Joker always has?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's able to, like, make people, like it makes them have, like, a permanent smile and it kills them. And I'm like, how does that happen? Like, is it just, like, laughing gas on, like, severe steroids or something?
I guess. Something that just attacks the mouth muscles that
That's what also makes the Joker dangerous, is that he's like a genius. Like, Rob D. Ha 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 ha.
Adam,
Yeah.
that novelization that you have,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a comic. It's like just a straight up novel.
Yeah, here it is. See? There's like,
Huh.
can't find it.
Nope.
Well, I found it at that Second Chance books and comics.
I'm not finding it anywhere. So that might be a rare thing that you've got.
Oh. It was only $3.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm, right?
Yeah, I thought I saw it on Amazon. I'll have to look it up. Are you hearing what Oh, yeah, I found it right here on Amazon.
On Amazon.
Yeah, it's only one left, and it's like $7.47. I think that store that I went to had another copy though.
Did
So
they?
I think I would call them. I can call them about it tomorrow and ask them if they can hold it if they do. Here we go. You remember Arkham City where the Joker leaves Batman voicemails?
It's been a long time since
That's like one of my favorite things is listening to Joker's voicemails. Operator, my party has been disconnected. Oh, here we go.
Hey, who's the author of that book?
A novelization by Andrew Helfer. Helfer. Can't find it?
Nope.
I have to.
Oh wait, yep, I pulled it up. It has a picture of it looks completely different than the one that you have.
This one?
Wait, never mind. It does look like that. Okay. He put that in his pocket too.
Let's see, Robbie, can you imagine just walking in and Batman's there just going through your stuff?
Impressed lady.
Yeah, they just kind of.
Okay.
Did you catch that flashback that happened right before?
Mm-mm.
Oh, they revealed. I don't want to spoil it if you're going to watch it again, but well, they he knew who it was immediately because it was actually Joker that killed her father, like when he was a mobster.
Oh yeah.
Boom. There was actually one of those. Ooh, low below. There was actually one film where Batman was going through someone's stuff, and there was this like a bodyguard that was. It was in the Mystery of the Batwoman film. Like it was just amazing. Like this was probably I saw a video on YouTube about it. They said the smartest henchman ever. Like he shows him opening the door, and then it shows Batman and him just having a stare down, and Batman was just like, and then the guy was just like, I didn't see anything. Bye.
It's creepy. It's like a pod racer engine.
Yeah, it does. Looks like, who was it? Sebulba's pod racer?
Yeah.
Sebulba!
Oh.
I like the echo in this film, though. Like, when they're, like, yelling at each other.
Ouch.
There's the bat cycle, which looks pretty cool, actually.
What would you have? Would you have the Batmobile, the Bat bike, or the Bat plane?
I'd probably have the Batmobile and the plane. Because I've often wondered, like, how does that thing stay off radar? The bat plane?
Oh, yeah.
He must have, like, a really impressive cloaking technology or something.
It's got stealth.
He's just like, damn it.
What do you do? She knows your identity. What?
Why don't you just say that a little louder, you know? Just like... Small time. I just found where the actor who played Biggs Darklighter in Star Wars. In Batman.
In 1989?
Oh, he was in... Really? Who did he play? I didn't know that.
Uh-uh.
He played... Looking that up. Oh, he was... Oh! He was that guy that... I didn't know that. He was the guy in the beginning of the film, I think, that got mugged.
Are you serious?
I think so. It said Tourist Dad. Oh, geez. Ow.
Is that to be a scene from Oh, ew.
I know. This is pretty bloody for a cartoon movie.
Let's say a scene from Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
The umbrella. Then he opens it up, remember?
Yeah. Okay, watch this part. I just kind of want you to see, like, you'll see it when it gets there. Okay, ready? Right here. Boom! He just punched a propeller and did not lose his hand.
Just like little micro drones.
Yeah.
See, it's ahead of us. Oh, he uses his cape. What?
You know, I've actually read that Batman's cape is bulletproof, which is why he always covers up with it, like when people are shooting at him. I didn't know that. It's like, how can a cape be bulletproof?
Makes sense. Well, I remember in the Nolan film, they kind of like tried to do something with it, but he had like electric. That's how he like flew, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the current
With a current through it.
where it was what was it, like a parachute, like a base jumping parachute type thing.
Yeah. Garrick Hagen was Biggs. He was in Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh really?
Or Arkham, whatever that is.
Arkham Knight?
Yep.
Who did he play?
It doesn't say. It just shows that he was in it. I'm missing stuff.
Whee! On that rocket ship. Where did he get that?
What in the world?
I like it. That line never made sense to me. He said, like, I'm your only chance to get out of here. Now let us go or we'll both die. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. If he's your only chance to get out, why are you telling him to let go?
Yeah. It reminds me of that Alfred novel that or audio drama that I listened to. Some stuff that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Darth, he said, never mind. I won't get into it.
Well, I don't care. Go for it.
Leia tells Afra, it's like, one day Darth Vader will kill you. And when that day comes and you escape, look me up. And you're like, wait, what? Darth Vader, if that day will come when he kills you and you escape. It's like, wait, if he kills you, how can you escape? Like, just the way it was just dumb. Whoa. Kaboom.
Jeez. Where does he get all this TNT and everything? Oh, small time. Where does he get those wonderful toys?
Oh, they get the Gotham vision. That's pretty neat.
This is actually made right here. This is actually made one of Mark Hamill's most famous Joker laughs.
Oh wow.
You said you played Arkham Asylum, right?
Yes.
The Killer Croc scene where you're in the sewer. I hate that scene. It freaks me out every time because you're just like, I try to do a playthrough and not die each time. It's either Scarecrow or Killer Croc where it always gets me.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill actually was in the 90s Spider-Man show.
Really?
Yeah, he plays the Hobgoblin. Not the Green Goblin, but the Hobgoblin. That's just kind of cool. What I like about Mark Hamill is that he's got like a long resume of parts he's played, whether he just like played a voice actor or was on screen, but he's played a lot of roles.
I really wish his character in Star Wars was portrayed a little bit differently in the sequel trilogy. I think he got kind of the shaft.
Yeah, I mentioned that in I wrote an article for the EU website recently, and I was talking about just like they brutalized his character.
Yeah.
Even Mark Hamill said in interviews that he was just like, Luke Skywalker wouldn't do that, you know.
Yeah. It's sad, you know. I'm sure he was like so excited when he signed up and was like, wait, what? I don't want to do this.
Like Luke Skywalker would have like came in and like
Cleaned
destroyed.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been pulling those things from the sky.
Here comes that great music.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's not a very long film. It's like a little over an hour.
I like that suit.
I do too. And that's it.
Credits.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I would like to watch it again and be able to like pay attention 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's a great film. It's actually one of the best Batman films, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made a few sequels like Sub-Zero, Mystery of the Batwoman, and I have those. You can actually buy the entire series. Like they're like seasons 1 and 2, like at vintage, but they're like always really expensive. I have like volume 2 and
yeah. Skimming through Netflix, seeing what else they have on here. Hey, Adam, I'll be right back. You gonna be? Is it fine if I head out for just 1 second? And I'll return.
Yeah, sure.
I'll return in one moment. Moment.
Yeah, I got you, man. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching that with us. Let's see. Yeah, for Rob D's, Jeffrey Watson. Hey, thanks for joining us. Oh, I'm sorry. I already said thank you for joining us earlier. Sorry about that. Jeffrey Watson said, well, that was a fun film. Rob D, yeah, for budgetary reasons, these movies are only roughly 75 minutes. Yeah, but they're still really good. Small time, great movie. Jeffrey Watson, I loved it. The art was awesome. Yeah, I love that art. I love the music. It's just a great film, and I'm just so happy that, you know, this film made theaters because, I mean, the 90s was definitely a good time to be a Batman fan because, I mean, we got the Val Kilmer movie, which I thought was actually decent. I mean, I know it's still kind of, it's cheesy. I mean, and then, I mean, I'm not going to get into okay, here's the thing I'm going to say, though, about Batman and Robin. I didn't like the film, you know. I mean, at the time I did. But, like, growing up, I'm just like, oh, this movie's horrible. But I loved all of the cool nostalgic things that came because of the Batman and Robin. Like, we got the Mr. Freeze ride at, like, Mr. Freeze ride at Six Flags. I think we got like some Pop-Tarts that came out of that too. It was actually pretty good. I like the Robin costume. Like, it kind of has like that hint of Nightwing to it. But other than that, no, the movie, you know, I would still watch it just for like something to laugh at. but yeah, what was your guys' favorite part of the film? I'm interested to know because I think mine would probably be the last battle with the Joker. I just kind of like where Joker's actually legitimately getting a little ticked off at Batman. And like, you just don't know when to quit, do you? Yeah, I think that part was my favorite. I'm trying to think. There was another. I'm trying to think there was another scene. But what do you guys think? Around 120. Now, what do you guys think? Would you guys? Wow, that'd be hard because apparently I was gonna say, would you guys be interested in maybe doing this on Papers Movies? But I guess Matthew had a hard time finding it. I would have to probably see if it's on like eBay or Amazon or something. But that's a rare find. Heck yeah. But let's see if there's any more comments that I missed. That is so crazy, though, Small Time. I didn't know that Biggs Darklighter was in Batman. That was that's crazy. Yeah, I did hear that for Batman they were trying to do like they were going to do like a sequel like to Batman and Robin. I think it was called Batman Triumphant, I think. And Nicolas Cage was supposed to be the Scarecrow. And they were going to have like Harley Quinn, which was actually going to be Joker's daughter, which would have been no. Mm-mm. And I think there was a mention of Nightwing in it. I can't quite remember, but Rob D, I just think the animation of the intro Gotham scene was my favorite. Yes. With Shirley Walker's music, that was great. I agree. I like that. Honestly, that's probably where a majority of the budget went. Oh. All right, and we have Matthew back.
Hey, sorry. I had to step away for a second.
No, you're good, man.
We're still talking about Batman?
Yeah, I was asking everybody what their favorite part of the film was. I was going to ask you, too.
Oh, man, I don't know. I said I need to rewatch it. The graveyard scene was great. I thought that was pretty creepy. It was good.
Yeah, I like the graveyard scene. I was saying I think I like the final fight with the Joker.
Yeah, all the stuff with the Joker was really great. Mark Hamill, I never watched the show, like I said, on like the Batman cartoon or anything. So like everybody always say, "Oh, Mark Hamill was great. Mark Hamill was great." I'm like, yeah, whatever. Never watched it, but yeah, I was impressed for sure.
They actually made an hour-long film about that's a spin-off, that's a sequel to this, or that's in canon with this movie, about where Batman and Superman meet, and their greatest enemies meet, like Joker and Lex Luthor. So that was actually pretty good. I always loved watching that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also asked everybody if they would be okay with like maybe this being on Paper Movies, but I didn't even actually think about it until like, if it's that hard to find, like, because if it was hard for you to find it, then maybe I should just do a review over it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Rob D said he loved the intro scene, like with the Gotham in the background. Oh yeah, there's the here. Let me blow that up. We have the
old Topps cards.
Yeah.
Whoop.
There we go.
Did you ever see my unboxing of these?
I did actually.
These are actually some duplicates. They're in my shelf, in my my drawer here. I have a couple. But for some reason, I can't throw away the wrapping of like some previously opened ones. I just like to have them in here.
Yeah, I also got Batman and Batman Returns in the cultivation.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, there's one that was at this bookstore I went to, and they had Batman Forever. They had like 4 copies, and I didn't buy it yet. I was like, I'll go back for it. Small Time said his favorite part was when Alfred walked out with the lemonade, and he was just like, occupied.
No, not gonna do that.
I remember when the show The Batman came out on Kids WB, I looked at it as a cheap ripoff of Batman. Yeah. I went back and watched that when it was on Netflix, and it's not the same. The Batman, yeah, it's not the same. The animation.
I think I've heard of that.
You don't think you've heard of it?
The Batman?
Yeah, it's got a cool intro theme, but the only thing that I think good that came from that show was the movie that they had that was called The Batman versus Dracula. Which, honestly, if they would have just Oh yeah, here, let me bring this up.
Really good, yeah.
Batman's weapon. Yep.
Okay, I just think, you don't have to keep on me up if you don't want to, but
No man, no worries.
that's the best Batman,
Yep.
my opinion.
I'm really hoping they bring him back as like an older Batman. Did you hear about that?
Is an older Batman?
Yeah, there's talks that Michael Keaton's probably coming back as Batman.
Oh yeah. Like, isn't it for a show though?
I think it's for the Flash movie. That's
Oh,
supposed
the
to
Flash
come.
movie.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, if they did that, then I'll go see it.
because they're trying to. I think they're trying to explain the multiverse theory, like how there's multiple dimensions.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and they were like, they bring Bruce Wayne back as Batman. Like, oh, please do that. Or Michael Keaton back as Bruce Wayne. Like, please do that. Yeah, that was a good film. I always enjoy watching Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah. I'm gonna search Batman and Netflix and see what else they have. Is that it?
They have like a Lego Batman.
Yeah. Lego Batman. Who wants to watch? I saw Lego Batman in movie theaters. The original that's what it was called, wasn't it? Lego
Yeah,
Batman.
that's like the only Batman film I have not seen for sure is Lego Batman.
That was the first movie I took my oldest kid to see in theaters. That was his first movie to go see. He fell asleep, which, of course, I mean, he was like 2.5. It's like, oh, you want to see He was like, oh, Batman. Okay.
I have the Lego Batman games, and they're pretty fun actually. I mean, especially the second one. Like you can play as Superman and like fly through the city and everything.
It's cool.
I think, yeah, the Batman TMNT movie was actually pretty decent, and that's where they show the classic Batman blue and gray costume, and I seriously kind of want you to start a Ninja Turtle.
The Ninja Turtle channel.
Yep.
Start with the original.
Have you ever heard of the Street Sharks?
Yeah. I remember those action figures.
Yeah, the
Like
knockoff.
Ripped sharks.
Yeah, like the knockoff of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Instead of pizza, they love burgers, and
Of course. I don't remember watching this show, but I do remember having the figure, or like my neighbor having some of the figures. But yeah, I don't remember the show.
yeah, I think you can find the show on YouTube, but
Just a classic.
it's Rob D says he watched the first Lego movie, but from there Lego just milked the hell out of it with the movies.
Yeah. I was actually bored with the Batman Lego movie.
No, really?
Yeah, I mean, like it started off like, oh, this is kind of cool, and then it just got boring, and it's like, okay, how long is this movie gonna be? Yeah, I don't remember how long it was, but it felt like it was forever.
I wasn't even interested to watch the first Lego film. No, the Lego movie. My brother wanted to go see it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I was just responding to wife sent me a text message to record to charge some batteries for a camera.
yeah, you're about to go visit some relatives, right?
Yeah, we have a film job, but we're gonna be doing up there too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like she has family, or she has friends that opened up a new little store. They wanted us to film like a commercial type thing for it. So,
oh, cool. That's awesome.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So, yeah, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. It's just it's a really good movie, and I feel like it's I'm glad it's on Netflix. I'm glad we were able to do this because when I first saw that, I was just like, "Ooh, watch along."
Yeah. You've been talking about it for a while. How many Batman animated movies are there?
Oh, there's quite a few. There's I'm gonna guess at least 10 because
10?
well, I mean, some of these aren't canon to this show. They're like their own thing. But like we have, I'm just gonna list as much as I can. So I mean, people in the comments, feel free to chime in. But there is, there's Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, Batman Sub Zero, Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, Batman Harley Quinn, uh, Batman Hush, Batman, a Son of Batman, Batman versus Robin. Oh geez, Batman Assault on Arkham, which is actually a spin-off of the Arkham games. And there's more. There is more. Oh geez. There's all these like there's the Batman versus Dracula. I'm at 9. There's these there was these movies that came out recently called Batman versus Supermax, Batman TMNT. There's 10 right there. So geez. I have quite a bit. But there's at least 10 right there. There's even, I mean, I could probably look them up, but
It's crazy. I didn't know there were that many.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. I mean,
Red Hood.
Yeah, Batman Under the Red Hood. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's one. That's a good one, actually. It has a pretty good cast.
Yeah, that's the origins of Joker, right?
It has
Red
Joker.
Hood.
Yeah, it has Joker's origin in it, but that's Red Hood was another a character. It's one of the Robins.
Oh, okay. I need to revisit a lot of stuff. Like, I know I sound like a moron, like 99% of the time. I legitimately forget about a lot of this stuff because it's like, well, one, it's like when I read the original, like when I was reading the New Republic era in the expanded universe, I was just reading it by myself. I didn't talk to anybody about it, so I didn't dwell on any of the books, any of the storylines. I didn't like think about it much. It was like, oh, okay, on to the next one, on to the next one. I didn't know that there were like so many people out there that were like obsessed with it and just like keep talking about it. So I forgot about a lot of it too. And all those late nights with the first baby, I was like, oh man, no sleep ever. So I just read and I kind of forget. So I wasn't dwelling on the stuff that I was actually reading. So I forgot about a lot of it. And same with like a lot of the comics. Like I'll read it one time and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of that way with the EU. Like when I first started,
Yeah.
like when I started streaming with you guys, I was just like, man, I'm like, I've only read like a few EU books, like, and these guys like are like got their doctorates in it, and I'm just like,
yeah. It's like I'm just like still in my like, first year, if you would, if like trying to get a degree in it.
And like you learn like man, I got to be careful what I say because then like they will call you out,
Oh yeah. And it's like, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. You're like, oh crap, I don't remember. I
mean, I read some of these books and I still forget, like, because I've just been reading a lot.
Like, there's so much stuff out there, and like with me, like bouncing between the canons, like I get new canon stuff. Like I talked about that on my stream too. It was like pushing like with this World of Warcraft book that I'm currently reading.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once I found out that there's like this social agenda that they're trying to push in here, I just like completely lost interest. Like I don't care. Like that's the reason why I liked World of Warcraft is it's like a fantasy. You escape. Same with Star Wars. You're supposed to escape reality, not be tied down to it like, current events and all the crap that people are doing now. You want to leave it behind, but no, they got to bring it all in. So there is no escape anymore. That's what's great about the expanded universe.
Mm-hmm.
It was in that time when there's like, write a story, don't tie in current events. Just write how to tie it in, to a big story. Fun, not depressing, and try to make your feelings feel good. Anyway, sorry. I'm ranting now.
No, you're good, man. I mean, I do agree. It just gets kind of when you feel like it's just like when you feel like there's definitely like an agenda with something that you're reading when you're just trying to escape from it. It's just like
Mhm.
it's like, well, what's the point? I mean, I'm not escaping from it, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just I mean, that's why I try to always avoid like talking politics or any like real world type stuff because I'm
Yeah.
like I want to escape from that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just and let's see, we got some comments. Have you seen any of the non-Batman specific animated movies like Justice League, Dark, Apocalypse War? Yeah, I actually just watched that recently. It was, it was really dark. Like I was like, whoa. Well, it's kind of like the DC animated universe's version of like Endgame. I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. Small Time said I've read a good bit of the EU, but there's no way you can remember it all. There are some books that I don't even remember the plot. Yeah, I mean, I still don't remember, but like when I talk like with Jeremy or with like Matt Wilkins or Dylan, like you can just mention anything and they just know it like that.
So yeah, some of those like some people, I don't know how they retain all that stuff, but they keep it in there, and it's like I said, I read the entire almost the entire New Republic era books. I think I stopped like one book short of finishing the entire era um, before I went back to the beginning, but I can't remember anything that happened. Like, yeah, the Crystal Star was a nightmare that destroyed my brain. Maybe that's what happened. I read that and I was like, oh wow, this is so bad. It's just like all my memories for everything else just got sucked into that
Yeah,
alternate universe.
blame Waru. Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag blame Waru. That's what we need to get trending.
And
Hashtag blame Waru.
Rob D says, honestly, the more Star Wars you read, the more Star Wars you read, it just gets harder to remember everything. I find myself forgetting character names and plot. Yeah, yeah, I do too. What was the one I need to touch up on Darth Bane because I was wanting to do a review over the trilogy, so I remember it pretty well, like what happens. It's just
Yeah, I like that one.
like
Like,
the small details you miss, you know.
yeah, like even like Plagueis. I read that book twice, or I listened to the audiobook twice. I can't remember anything about it.
You know what the weird thing is? I have never reread a book twice.
Really?
Really, I mean, like with Jaws, I read back and like did some research on notes and everything,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like refresh. But I didn't sit down and reread the book again because I already read it and I retained. Like I'm good at like reading something and retaining it. Like if it like sticks out to me, like Jaws, like that really stuck out to me. But like because it's like just one story.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Star Wars, it's harder because there's like so much stuff going
Oh
on.
yeah, yeah. Everything kind of blends in together too, and it overlaps. And some authors they like to tie in things together and like, oh yeah, this is a continuous story. And other authors are like, yeah, I don't care what happened before this book. I'm focusing on my story,
Mm-hmm.
and I can not make any references, just make it up myself. But yeah, like the only book that I actually read physically, like read twice, I think is Dragon Slayer.
Oh, really?
But like like I said, I listened to a book twice. The Predator. This is the second time I will listen to it. But yeah, actually physically read it, have the book in my hand twice. Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, with the Batman novelization, like I can still remember it pretty well because like I don't know why it's just like it's probably just because it's just one story, but like we said with Star Wars or something like that, it's just so much going on. Like we have, and like I mean, like sometimes you read these books out of order. Like you can read
Yeah.
like stuff that took place in the New Republic, the Old Republic. It's just I just like, I mean, it's like if you mention it to me, like, oh yeah, you remember in this whenever like Han did this, like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It takes me a minute, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Scott Johnson says it's easier for me to remember Star Wars because I read most of them when I was so young, and I remember them better because of that. Yeah. Like I remember, like I read Jaws like a long time ago, but I remembered it pretty well. Like
Mhm.
and like whenever I was like doing like my research for the review, like it was coming back. And he also says the modern books I've read recently are harder for me to remember, or the more modern books. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some that really like the new canon stuff that really sticks out to me that I can remember, and some of it. It's funny because like the really the really bad ones are the ones that usually stick with you, and that sucks.
Like, you know what the weird thing is? Resistance Reborn to me was so bad it sticks with me, and I still can't remember. I still can't remember what happened because I just
Really?
I lost so much interest in that book because I did not care for it.
See, I actually kind of enjoyed it by
Oh, really?
Rebecca Rowanhorse. That's what I got to go meet that author, which was pretty neat. But yeah, I enjoyed because to me that was the most EU, it's like expanded universe book of the new canon because it like makes callbacks to other things from the films and other books and other like video games. It tied things in together, but the payoff with the Rise of Skywalker, there was no payoff. So
I like the scenes with Wedge, and because I like Wedge Antilles,
mhm.
and I like the scenes with Poe and Finn. You know, just
Yeah.
kind of being all.
I like the villain. The villain was pretty good. He to me he felt like a legit like this dude is a jerk. Like he didn't feel like that villain of the week. Like oh yeah, his like a Count Vidian, which was from the Rebels novel. Not well, A New Dawn. I think that's what that the villain was. But it felt like a oh, it's like a Darth Vader ripoff. Like just villain of the week. This guy was just a jerk that I thought he was good, written well, but you know, everybody likes books. They hate books. It's
Yeah, just, I've just long learned it's like yeah, well, I mean, like it's like with my wife, she loved the Queen's Peril and Queen's Shadow books, and
she liked Queen's Peril.
she said she liked it. She said it wasn't as good as Queen's Shadow,
Yeah,
but then again, like I've said, like she loves Padme, and so she kind of feels like she was more the target audience for it. Jeffrey Watson says he does not reread new releases, but he will reread Lord of the Rings and classics like that.
I have the Lord of the Rings novels, but I have not read them yet.
Kelsey just finished them recently.
Really?
Yeah, I thought a friend of mine when we were down in Tulsa for her wedding, and she was telling us her dad when she was a kid, her dad used to read her the Lord of the Rings books as bedtime stories. I'm like, I don't know why that was just so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Rob D says, I think Jeremy said in his review of Resistance Reborn they intentionally wanted everything to tie into that novel.
Well, yeah. I mean, they wanted to build it up so that you thought that everybody was going to be in the Rise of Skywalker. Like, oh, we're going to get callbacks to everything. It's going to tie everything together. No, yeah, Resistance Reborn was the only thing that really tied anything together. When you really think about it, I mean, it brought people in from like the video games,
Yeah, like it.
movies. You had like the rebel leader from Empire Strikes Back on Hoth was there.
My favorite thing about it was Wedge teaching Poe Dameron how to fly. I'm like, yes, that I can definitely get behind that.
Yeah. But yeah, you had Shriv, I think was his name. I think he's from the video game.
Shriv.
He's the blue alien with the Duros.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, his like the red eyes. He's from the video game. Crap, Inferno Squad. No, Battlefront 2. That's the video game. But yeah, so it's like they tied things together pretty good with that. But then they just forgot all about it when the movie came out. Nobody paid attention. Another book that I do really want to read that's not Star Wars related is which I told you, Adam, in a personal message. My Best Friend's Exorcism by Greg Hendricks.
Yeah, you're recommending that one.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite books that I ever read. Like I really want to revisit it. It's the only book that I ever read that made me tear up at the end too.
I think I saw that like on Overdrive. So I might check it out.
Yeah, they have the audiobook. Yeah.
What about everybody else? What are you guys reading? I was gonna say, I'm trying to. I'm getting my dad brain because I keep forgetting. I know exactly what I'm going to say. Then
it just leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got that too. I can show you what I showed on my stream.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just do two things. You know what that is? Can you see what that is?
Let me bring it up.
If it'll focus.
Is that a Ninja Turtle or something?
Nope. Star Wars.
Oh, is it?
Dang it! It won't focus, will it?
It looks like.
There we go.
There it goes. Oh, it's Han. Is it?
Nope.
No, I can't.
Think ugly, little. What?
Oh, is that the thing from Empire Strikes Back?
An Ugnaught.
Ugnaught, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a micro machine Ugnaught. And we have a micro machine. Darth Vader.
Nice.
There we go. That's nice and focused. Yeah, the two little random things that I found in the Ghostbuster box that I had, Ghostbuster toy box that I had.
Nice. Geez, I wish I had more. There's something else I bought recently, but I can't remember what it was.
Your novelization?
Oh yeah, I bought the novelization, and I bought an Indiana Jones one up here.
Yeah, the White Witch.
Uh-huh. I was so glad when I found it. There was they actually have like Godzilla, I think has like not the 90s one, but the Toho, the Japanese one.
Mm-hmm.
He actually kind of somewhat has his own expanded universe because he has a series of novels.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I saw one at that bookstore, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to get this." And it's $40 because those novels are hard to find.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm just like, "How is that one $40, but this one was like $3?" You know. Rob D said he just finished reading Halo Silent Storm, but he doesn't know what to read next. I got Halo Oblivion and 50 Star Wars novels, and I got Star Wars Legacy Epic Collection Volume 3 coming tomorrow. Like, wow, he's got. I was about to say, yeah, those decisions, man.
Yeah.
Jeremy was talking about in a private message reading the comic books.
Yeah. We highly recommended them. I mean, like, I think I told you guys. Did I tell you? Was that a private message that we had where I was just tired of like I don't feel like reading the World of Warcraft book. I don't feel like reading the Star Wars book. I don't feel like reading the Approaching Storm. Like, I just want to dive into something completely random and different, like an X-Files novel.
Yeah, you said you wanted to do something different, and
which it sucks because I know a lot of people like to come to my channel to watch the expanded universe novel reviews, but it's like I'm so slow at it. I don't.
Hey man, like I said,
me.
Your channel, like at your own pace. So
yeah, I know.
And that's kind of the cool thing, though. I like about your channel with the Geeks Attic. It's very what's the word?
Random.
Yeah, like expansive. Like you can talk about anything geek related. You know.
Yeah. It's like the whole like envision that I had was like, like pulling down toys. Like my wife's not a fan of like having toys around the house. So it's like, where do I keep my toys? Oh, they're in my attic in a box or in my closet, hiding to where I can enjoy them. So it's like, oh, I gotta show them. Look what I have from the Geek's Attic, and just talk about more than just Star Wars. But even though I'm like primarily Star Wars, but it's the way it goes. But,
yeah, for my channel, I'm wanting to do more. I'm reading. I don't have I only have it on a digital, but I am currently reading a prequel to the Spider-Man PS4 game that came out recently. It's really good so far. Like I got drawn into it. I'm going to do a review of that. I'm also going to be doing a review of Daredevil Yellow. I read that recently. I really enjoyed it. I've been in a Daredevil kick lately.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to be doing this review of the Dark Knight. This one's the Dark Knight Returns. This is Frank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
there's another Batman film, The Dark Knight Returns, like film version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here actually.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. It's got pretty good I like the artwork on the back. Like right there where you see the Batman and the Joker.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks like that William Defoe.
Willem Dafoe, yeah. I see a lot of artwork with him
Oh
online.
yeah,
But
I think a lot of people want that, or they say they want it. But here's a random one for you. What about oh dang it, just left my his name. Crap. He's in The Big Lebowski. Donnie. Um, he's everybody's like, oh, we have to have this guy in the film if it's like an independent film,
hmm
at least in the early 2000s. Crap. Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd be a good one. He's got the crazy eyes.
That good Joker. Yeah.
Yeah. We have small time up there making comment. I think we skipped over it. He's reading the Dark Forces novellas, Star Wars.
Yeah, he said. I think I missed one of his comments. Like the fast talking guy on the Micro Machines commercials was classic. When was that? Like the micro. Oh yeah, your micro.
Oh
You
yeah,
showed the Micro Machines.
yeah,
He said even though the author's philosophy is not completely realistic, The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged are both worth reading if you are looking for something different. Oh, well, thanks for the
yeah.
recommendation.
I have Atlas Shrugged. I just like the 1,500 page novel just doesn't sound appealing to me right now. Like, I mean, the thing that I really want to read is just like like an X Files thing. It just I loved how tacky the show was. Well, at least season one. And I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, life is crazy right now. I mean, this looks. I mean, the font in that's pretty big.
Honestly, it's pretty. It's awesome that you did that because I remember when they confirmed the existence of UFOs recently, and like whenever this happened, they're like someone went on Twitter and said, "Wow, we confirmed UFOs and no one cares,"
Yeah, yeah.
and everybody was like, "Well, yeah, we kind of figured, you know." But
I mean, this is only 219 pages,
oh, that's not long at
and
all.
it's actually a novelization.
Like you can probably finish that in like 3 hours.
More like 3 weeks. I'm a slow reader. It
Ro-
sucks.
Rob D says, "I like the fact that you guys don't feel obligated to upload every day, and you're not chasing the YouTube algorithm." Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we. I try to make things as quality as I can. Like I just don't like because I've seen YouTubers where they just upload every day, just for like clickbait and everything, and I'm just
Yeah, yeah. I've had to. I don't follow very many channels, or subscribe to very many channels. I've got the stuff that like I do definitely watch, like Good Mythical Morning. You heard of them?
like, mm-mm.
Rhett and Link. I was I subscribed to them like when they started. I'm still with them. Of course, I can see the difference in from when they started to now, like how it was just these two guys from North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
some small town, filming in a closet, like they're best friends, whatever. And then to where now they're like millions of subscribers and everything's like super studio. They have a crew. Everybody, other people write their episodes now. You can tell it's changed. It's
Yeah,
like you're like, oh man, I miss the old days when it was just those two guys. That's it. But like, yeah, I still follow them. I'm not as happy with it as I used to be. And I just, a couple other random channels that I like to watch, but I'm not. A lot of people like to, hey, you want to sub for sub? And I'm like, no. Maybe that's why I'm so slow at growing, is because I don't do that.
I mean, dude, you're doing it like the honest way, and I appreciate that
Yeah,
about your
like
channels.
I think I've told you, like my family and people like I went to high school with, and like that I'm like friends with, and the from high school, college, they don't know that I have a YouTube channel. My Facebook account that I have, that I kind of like share links and stuff with, and all that. None of those people even know that exists.
Oh,
Like
really?
it's all everything is like I'm yeah, I separated myself. I'm like, here's my secret life on YouTube. Like work people don't know about it. Nobody knows about it. So
Yeah, I think my
it's
dad
fun.
found out about mine recently, but
Yeah.
my brother knows because I think he's one of my subscribers, and and like mostly like a few friends know, but
Yeah.
uh, let's see. Rob D says he. Oh, I already read that one. Jeffrey Watson. I'm sorry. He says he has a small channel, only about 60 subscribers, but I talk about Star Wars novels and such, and I'm really enjoying it. Awesome.
Oh, that's good. I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, that I haven't checked it out yet. You can tell me these things.
Go ahead, man.
I was going to say some of the other comments we missed. I think we missed. Scott Johnson said he's currently reading the X-Wing Rogue Squadron comics, and Jeffrey Watson said I'm reading Clash of Kings.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't even see those. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I don't know what Clash of Kings is though.
Clash of Kings. I've heard of it. It sounds so familiar, but I can't remember.
Is it like a fantasy, or is it one of like the what's that show?
Well, I feel like I own that book actually.
It's 1252. I've got 1252 dad brain. So Game of Thrones. Is it a Game of Thrones thing?
I think so, actually, because I think my wife. I think that is Game of Thrones because I remember my. Yeah. Oh, it's not a Clash of Kings, but I think it is a Game of Thrones novel.
I want to say something about what Rob D says, but the fact that you guys don't feel obligated to upload every day.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. But yeah, go ahead, man.
Like if I had the opportunity to upload every single day, like if it was my job, I would love that. But I have a full-time job plus 3 kids and a wife that I've got to tend to. I would love to be more of like the entertainer type thing and really get serious about it. But, I've got to make little videos when I can and do my Thursday night streams. But yeah, that's the thing. Like with some of the people that I have subscribed to in the past, I didn't get to that, is like seeing my feed blow up with a certain person's video, like everywhere. I'm like, I can't handle it. I have to delete it because I just want to watch what I want to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that being said, also I feel like I don't post enough. I would love to be monetized one of these days.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping you're really close, and I'm really
trying, man. Just to get that extra income for the, I've got 3 kids I got to feed. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I would love to have some more of that passive income. But one of these days it'll happen, maybe.
Currently, my goal is just to post one thing a week.
Once a week, yeah. That's you don't post enough, man. Yeah, you need to put more up there.
Yeah, it's just I want to film and record, but it's just like I gotta watch. It's like the only time I get to record is in the evenings because like when I'm not working, I'm watching my kid.
Yeah,
and because my wife's working from home too, so I try to like work hard to like post like one thing a week, whether it's just a live stream or like a blog or just or a review. So
yeah. I mean, like I know that people like oh yeah, we need to see your Star Wars reviews. The World of Warcraft stuff doesn't really get hits on it, but yeah, I've lost my motivation to read that book. They also sent me the audiobook, so I try to read it, but the narrator has such a thick English accent. It's kind of like, ugh, I don't want to listen to this. It's just kind of, I don't know.
Do I have them with me? I do not, actually. You actually gave me some books recently. You gave me some Star Wars books for my daughter, and you gave me the Galaxy's Edge book. Yeah,
the Crash of Fate.
Yeah, I was gonna read that one.
Yeah,
I was gonna catch up on that.
And I do like the books that I don't get that are Star Wars that I request from publishers. I definitely judge books by the cover. So
I think my wife does too. Like she'll be in like the section in like Barnes and Noble that she looks for, and she's like, "Ooh, I like that cover." Then she'll read the back for the plot summary. She's like, "I'm gonna get this."
Yeah. See, and like I've been wrong one time when it came to like judging a book, like thinking it was gonna be awesome. It did suck. Like I was not happy with it. I can't remember the name of the book, but I did review it. It had a cool cover. Like it was sweet. It was like all these like neon colors, like a monster coming out of a lake, but the book sucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I've seen review channels where they post like. Here's my thing. I've seen book review channels where they post like 2 or 3 book reviews a week. Like, how do you read that fast? I'm just like, and then I finally then they say like this one video where they'll say like, oh yeah, like I was like, they either like still live with their parents and they don't work or something like that, and they're trying to make a career out of YouTube, and then like it's like, oh okay, so you're just trying to get to that point. Like, okay, well, power to you. I mean, if it works out for you, but it's like, man, I can't do that. Like, just like I said, like you said, I'm still trying to like post. Like, I'm just trying to post one thing a week, and even then, that's hard. That's hard for me.
Yeah, it's like a quality autism. One of our mutual buddies there from Germany likes to tease me because it took me a year to read Rogue Planet. But the reason why it took a year is because all these new canon books last year, I think it was last year, it was like a really heavy hitting year with the new canon books. Like they put out a new book every single month. So it was like, well, crap, I got to read this because I want to get my books for free. So I'm going to review the book if I can get it for free. So I'm going to review I'm going to read it, I'm going to review it, post it, and then everything else can just, be second to what I need to put out. So, yeah, it took so long because all this other stuff just kept coming out. And then it was like, oh man, Star Wars fatigue is starting to hit. Crap.
Yeah.
And then when I did finish Rogue Planet, it was like one of the worst Star Wars books I ever read. So it was like, oh, great. This sucked. And then I hit Outbound Flight, which really revived the whole Star Wars fandom because that was an outstanding book. Then after that, I read another good one from Canon, and then what was it called? Crap, see, it's late. I'm forgetting everything. Shadowfall.
Oh yeah.
Which was a great book. It was the Alphabet Squadron book 2 in their trilogy by Alexander Freed. So but after that, I was like, I started approaching Storm. I enjoyed. A lot of people hate that book, but I was enjoying what I've read so far. And then I got hit with another Star Wars book, another World of Warcraft book, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I think I've I don't know if I talked to you guys on the. Lately, I've decided like I want to do more graphic novel reviews because I love reading graphic novels, and I'm still going to do actual novel reviews too. But it's just I can get through the graphic novels in like a day and have it done, and then like write my review for it. It's just So I might do that.
Do it, man.
And I'm also I might post this later, but I'm taking a break from the podcast for a while now to focus on paper movies. So like I might be posting like a episode I recorded like a few weeks ago with my friends about Disney World shutting down and everything or reopening up and everything. So I'll be posting that, and but yeah, had a little slow couple of weeks, but I got a lot of stuff read, so I'm gonna be doing. Like I said, my Dark Knight Returns review is coming out Sunday, if not Monday, if not Sunday.
Yeah.
It's almost done. I just got to fix one thing, and then I'll be good. And I'm still working with my video editing software. So I mean, it's I'm getting a better hang of it. So
yeah,
it's
good.
Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on some of the comics.
Small time.
Has the PS5 price been leaked? The gaming community on YouTube is in a nutshell. Oh, he was asking small time, yeah. And Jeffrey Watson said, yeah, Clash of Kings is Game of Thrones. Rocky, the Geeks Attic, DSP Gaming Edition. I need that money. I really do. I got to pay my bills. My bank has been there for like 3 years. That's a fun question. I'm going to ask this, and then I think it might be time to wrap it up here in a minute because I know you got a busy weekend, so you got to drive ahead of you tomorrow. But what is like one thing that you will not do on your channel? Like, do we have gamings, we have reviews, we have watch-alongs? Like, what is like the one thing that like you will not do?
Oh man, I guess I'll never do gaming stuff. I mean, one, because I don't know how to do it on my channel. Like, I don't know how to hook up the system stuff and like have it all feed into my computer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be fun. I did do a couple gaming videos a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think I called it Game Time. How
Yeah.
original and exciting is that? But it was just like 10-minute, because I think it was on the Xbox. I would just record the video of me playing, and I think it was like 10 minutes was all that it would record in like a clip. So then I'd upload that and I'd do like audio over it, like on my phone as I was playing, because it like the system wouldn't record audio even though you had a mic hooked up to it. So I'd record the audio on my phone, and then when I'd upload the video to my computer, I'd sync up the audio, and it was kind of fun to do. But like, I suck so bad at video games, so bad.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. There's actually a pet peeve of mine on YouTube. Like most of these, like when they do like video gaming news, like let's just say if it's like for like Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man coming out on PS5 with Miles Morales. It's a pet peeve when they're like saying like, "Oh yeah, like we're gonna show gameplay." They show gameplay of them playing the Spider-Man game, but the whole time they're talking about Miles Morales, and like that's the video. I'm just like, I'd rather you just show the footage of Miles Morales and then like either show yourself or something, like just talking about it. But I know some people don't want to show their face on camera. That's fine. But I'm just like, I can't do gaming channels either. I don't play a lot of games. I'm not much of a gamer. Like I'll play like Star Wars and Batman and Spider-Man and like a few other games. But like I just don't have time to game. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I don't either. It's like that Red Dead Redemption game. I mentioned that on the channel. That's the last game I played, and I still haven't beat it. Like I haven't played a game in a long time. My 5-year-old is actually playing the games, and he's beaten. He played Star Wars.
yeah.
He played the Jedi Fallen Order. He beat it. He's played the campaign of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and beat it twice, and he's played his Lego Jurassic Park, beat it. He has the Batman Lego game. He hasn't beat that one yet. He does, like, he started it and he's like, "This is boring." I'm like, okay, but yeah, he's beaten all these games, and it's blowing my mind. And I'm like, man,
Have you ever heard of Telltale games?
hmm.
They're more like you interacting with like a story than they are video games. It's like it's not like punch punch jab jab lightsaber. It's just like at certain parts of the story you have to press these buttons or else things could go horribly wrong. And they do that with the Jurassic Park game that I played. It scared me because like there's a scene where you're trying to grab this item, but if you like press the wrong button at the wrong time, like you could like step on a stick and alert a T-Rex to your direction.
That's funny.
But I think it's time to wrap it up for the night. It's 1:00 out here, and I know Matthew has work in the morning, and he's going to be driving. But I'm going to read Scott Johnson's comment real quick. Matthew, you should stream Red Dead Redemption 2 if you ever get around to it. I never finished that game either. One of my bosses at work, he was talking about Red Dead Redemption. Like he says, like it's like one of the most interactive games because you have to like constantly like you have to make sure you're eating right. You have to make sure that you're doing this, like
feed your horse. Yeah,
feed your horse. Like it's a game that keeps you on your toes, from what I heard. So
yeah, it definitely.
He actually recommended it to me. Like he sent me like a really long message. I was just like, oh wow, this game must be very intense.
Yeah,
but
it was like what Rob D just says. If you're gonna really deep diving into if you're deep diving into Red Dead Redemption 2, like doing all the side stuff, you're gonna be at it a while. I mean, when did the game even come out? I can't remember anymore. 2018, 2019.
I think so. Yeah,
it's like I played the first one up until my PS3 broke, which was like 2 years ago. I did beat it, but I was playing like the Nightmare Edition, like the zombie one, which was really creepy. That was creepy. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind though, like taking my time on these games. Like
Yeah.
it's an escape, but I'm like I have no interest. I go through phases where I'm like, I'm gonna play video games. I want to play video games, and I'm like, screw the video games. I just want to read a book. I just don't want to do anything. And like right now, I'm in that mood where I like don't want to read any books. I'm like, I just want to watch a movie or something. Like November 2018. See, time flies. Wow.
Yeah, I recently I've been playing the Spider-Man game just as a replay, but it's just I had to stop because like it was just like I was up late at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I had to be up like at 2 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
That's normally when my daughter wakes up. I'm just like, ugh,
Yeah.
it was not good. So I'm just like, I'll just play this game like every so often and just enjoy it, not like
Yeah.
make it a nightly thing. And I yeah, I currently just decided like recently I'm going to do more graphic novels. I love comics. I love talking about them. So I'm just going to do those, and they'll help me get more reviews out while I'm also reading for paper movies or other Star Wars EU novels. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
so
Do it.
I will. Yeah. And like I said, guys, I do have a review coming up. So I'm going to try my very best to get it posted tomorrow. But if not, this weekend, that's going to be The Dark Knight Returns. It's by Frank Miller. I love the story actually. So, but I won't. But I don't want to spoil my review. So, Matthew, do you have any projects coming up?
Well, eventually I will have World of Warcraft Shadows Rising, maybe, and Star Wars Dark Legends.
Nice. Yeah, I'm intrigued by the Dark Legends one.
It's actually like I read the first short story out of what I think I counted 7 of them. Wasn't bad. I mean, I think it's a Disney Lucasfilm Press, so it's like a YA, young adult something. But I mean, it's got some creepy tales in it. Other than that, paper movies next week on Stupid Chainsaw Productions channel.
Right.
So
We're talking about The Predator, and we've been doing.
Mhm.
Be sure to go to Stupid Chainsaw Productions channel and check out the watch along that we did of Predators.
The Predators, yeah.
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 Yeah, I had to cut out of that one at one point because I had to be up early. But
Yeah.
Rob, I want to answer Robbie's comment, and then I'm gonna go ahead.
Sounds good.
Said I got completely overwhelmed by the amount of games in my backlog, 98 games, so I turned to books. Now my book backlog is getting big. Yeah. That's how it goes. Like it's
Just climbing the ladder.
yeah, balance. What's the word? I'm thinking of fine tuning. There we go.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope we're glad that you joined us for Batman Mask of the Phantasm watch along. And again, be sure to check out next week for paper movies. And I'll do my very best not to be late, as I was late tonight for streaming, but I just got held up at work. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Be sure to go check out Matthew's channel at the Geeks Addict. And be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, Brian's Nerdpot. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we hope that you guys have a great night. Thank you so much, and have a great day.